Hello and welcome to Beer for Breakfast ABV. I am Danielle from Marty and Danielle in the Morning on 91X. As always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Paul Segura, brewmaster of Karl Strauss Brewing. And today we are welcoming Abnormal Beer Company. Welcome, Paul, lead brewer.
How's it going, guys?
Great Cheers. To have you on the show, man.
I'm stoked to be on here.
So let's get right in it. We are starting out with a Czech style Pilsner.
Yep, this is our
abnormally Czech, 5.2%. Yeah, please tell us about this. Sorry I interrupted.
No, good. By all means, Paul. No, so this is our Czech lager. Pretty much your basic base malts, little bready character, all Zaz hops and boil, and a ton of spicy noble hop character. It balances out to that nice little less sweet malt bill with a touch of biscuit on the end of the finish, which goes down very great on a hot day like this.
Indeed. I'm enjoying this beer a lot. And I get all of that Czech hop spiciness coming off of it. And I like the lingering bitterness as well that I'm getting. And the malt profile is definitely like sturdy, man. Is it like the Bohemian floor malted stuff?
It is the Bohemian floor malted with a touch of Victory in there.
Got a pretty golden color as well.
Oh yeah, nice and clear.
I like this. I think that this would be a really good converter beer or crossover beer for anybody who drinks, the big mass-produced beers. If that's what you like, but you're kind of intimidated by craft beer, this is a really great way to get into it.
I totally agree. Like on a restaurant that we have here at the Cork and Craft, the one beer that was always the fastest seller was the Abnormal Weiss, which is your base Hefeweizen. And now that we have a Czech Pilsner on tap, that seems to be the cake that we just can't keep up with. It's flying out every week.
It's really good.
Isn't it kind of funny how in this day and age, there's still people that come into that are not initiated to craft beer yet. They still aren't savvy yet. And they come into craft breweries expecting everything to be either super dark or lots of alcohol or super bitter. And they go, give me your lightest beer. And then you put a beer like this in front of them and they're going, wow, this tastes like, a mass-produced beer, but with a little more flavor. Mm-hmm. And you go, yeah, no, you get it,
It's a gateway beer for sure. That's totally agreeable on that one.
Look, my dad passed away before he could really get into the craft beer thing at all. He was a live and die by Coors, and I know that I could put this in front of him, and he would have been like, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah, this is what I call the brewer's Gatorade to me. This is our Gatorade.
Nice job on the fermentation and stuff. I'm not getting it's super clean. I'm not getting any weird. I wasn't expecting anything, but it's hard to brew a good Pilsner. The
thing is, it just takes time. And if you have the time, you can brew a good Pilsner. You just really got to let it condition and let it sit out. Even though you think it's ready and it has a little character in it, you might want to wait it out.
That's the thing a lot of people don't do. Is give it time. They think it's better when it's fresh.
Yes.
But with Pilsners like this, people rush them along, and sometimes they're just too green. You get an astringency that's there. It just you kind of just know it's young.
Maybe a little sulfur too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one definitely sat for a couple months, so it did its job, and we're really happy with it.
As you should be.
Thank you.
Nicely made.
Well done. So what is going on with Abnormal in this weird time as we're kind of getting back to normal? I did get the opportunity to go sit at the at your guys' facility and have some delicious Brussels sprouts and have a couple beers. But what's going on as far as operations go?
So on the restaurant side, which is the Cork and Craft, You just missed it, actually. We started building the deck out in front of the restaurant, and that's going to be extended out, kind of like a patio.
Oh,
And then we're going
cool.
to build a little canopy over it, a little tent, so we can also keep everybody out of the sun. And it's actually being built right now. By this Friday, we're going to have the deck fully built. And by the end, I want to say of next week's Monday, the canopy should be over as well.
Ooh, congratulations.
We're emphasizing on the outdoor dining, even though we are open in the inside as well. It's just some experience that people are starting to enjoy here at the Cork and Craft.
For sure. And you guys are off of the 15. If you're on the 15, what's your exit?
Exit is going to be Rancho Bernardo Road. The address is 16990 Via Tizon, Rancho Bernardo, zip code 92127.
It's so easy to get to. Basically, you exit and you go west, go 2 lights, and you'll see it right there on the corner.
Yep,
Definitely.
right off the freeway. So you're going to be selling more beer when all that happens. Are you kind of alone in the brewery these days? And how long ago did you take over as head brewer there?
I am a lead brewer at the moment right now. We are still looking for a head brewer. We're still in the process of determining the person. But I moved to lead brewer, more managing, taking over some of the duties as a head brewer in a way, but we are growing and we do need more staff here. And that's, as you can see, we're canning like nonstop. And Scout, as our distributors, can't get enough of Boss Pour, Hazy Dreams, and it's just flying out the door. So we're definitely growing.
We're going to see your beer all over the place now. So congrats on that too.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, I thought you were already like head brewer. You've been there a long time. You've been there like at least 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah, I've been here almost 4 years. I actually still have the picture when I first met you my first week. I looked that up. I'm like, oh, I still have that.
That was a fun collab, by the way.
Dude, it was awesome. What better
Well,
week?
moving into our next beer, when you gave us these beers, Paul, and I looked at this, I was like, 6th course. Wait, does this mean you guys are about to celebrate the 6th anniversary? And that just like blew my mind.
Yeah, our anniversary passed, but we had what we like to do every year for our anniversary is we release the pie beer series, which consists of Berliner Weiss style pie beers. One is our blackberry pie, lemon meringue, and key lime pie. And normally we like to do an additional beer for every anniversary. And this year we did a double IPA, a little bit of a West Coast for sure style, a little darker on the malts, with a little bit of caramel malt in there. Yep. And then the cool thing about this beer is we got to have fun. We got to try some new hops, along with our Nugget and Simcoe for our boil hops and Mosaic and the Whirlpool. We also threw in for dry hop HBC 630 and HBC 472. And these hops are freaking amazing. And that's all on the dry hop side. I get a ton of like coconut mixed in with oak, a little bit of like cherry if you let it sit and warm up. It's so pungent and it's so beautiful.
I feel like I fell face forward into a big bag of hops. Or I just went into like the cold box where all the hops are living. This smells so good.
I'm glad you said the oak thing because I picked it up early, but I'm like, that can't be oak. Like, what is that?
Yeah, so oak can be like, everybody can describe it as like vanilla-ish or coconut-ish. Like, it's kind of that borderline I've been noticing because if I get coconut, somebody else gets either a ton of oak. So it's been like kind of that borderline between the character.
And I didn't get the coconut so much in the nose, but I fully get it in the flavor.
Yeah.
Like it smacks you with it. But I get a lot of nice dank aroma in the nose too.
And beware, because this is 9.2% ABV, and it does not drink that way.
Woo!
Drinkability for sure, and beware.
It's going to put hair on my chest, I think.
It's going to put more hair on me one day. Maybe in my beard, if I ever get one.
Hair is overrated. Right, Danielle?
Yeah, totes. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Nice job on this beer. This is really fun. I would, my mind is racing on what kind of foods I would pair this with, but I'm thinking like coconut shrimp. Just comes to my head right off the bat. I think it'd be a perfect marriage.
Sounds delicious.
The food at Abnormal, for anybody who hasn't been there, is amazing.
Yes.
It's way better than like any just brew pub food that you get out there. They do a great job with the food, and the menu is well thought out and everything
and
there.
Pairs very nicely with all of the beer as well.
Yes, and we have all the styles of beers on tap. So if you don't want an IPA, if you don't want a lager, we have the choice for you. We have a blonde ale, a brown, and it's possibilities are endless when you come into the Cork and Craft.
Yeah.
But if people haven't had the Boss Pour yet, they got to get on it.
Oh,
that is what I was going to say next. Boss Pour is still, I live and die by Boss Pour. I think that is the best beer that you guys make over there at Abnormal for sure.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, is there anything else you would like to leave with the peoples from about Abnormal? What's going on with you guys?
Basically, just keep a lookout. We are canning a lot, so our beer's been hitting in distro over not only in San Diego, going to the OC, also in Arizona as well. We do moonlight and a streamer over in the in Phoenix, Arizona, Pemberton. So we have like a little trailer out there in the facility with a bunch of craft and food pairings, and we have our beers on tap and available at the Pemberton.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So it's like a little air tasting room for us, which has been pretty rad to push out beer out there.
Totally.
And speaking of that, we actually just did a collab with Wren House over in Phoenix, Arizona. We released a beer that is on tap at the Cork and Craft right now called the Pemberton Experience. And that is also a hoppy Kolsch style brew with another blend of HBC hops.
Hey, I'm going to come drink that because I got a collab lined up with the Wren House next year too.
Oh.
Yeah, we're kind of with Scout as well. So, yeah, we're all going to be sort of in Arizona hanging out together.
Don't be ashamed, man.
I'll come trade you. I'll bring some beers and make it worth your while.
That's a deal.
Plus, it's just been too long since we hung out, so just need to cruise by.
That sounds awesome, dude. I'm totally down.
Right on. Well, Paul, lead brew from Abnormal Beer Company, thank you so much for joining myself and Brewmaster Paul today on Beer for Breakfast ABV. This Friday morning, Brewmaster Paul Segura will be joining myself and Marty on 91X around 9:05 for Beer for Breakfast. We will be drinking beer from Abnormal Beer Company. If you've missed any previous episodes of Beer for Breakfast ABV, you can find them at 91x.com. And cheers to independently owned craft beer and radio in San Diego.
Salud.
Keep up the good work, Paul. You're holding it down well, dude.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.